Masananishne. This is Navajo Grandma. This is the third video of our visit to the three nations, the Mandan, Hidatsa, and the Arikara Nation in North Dakota. Basically, I wanted to give you an idea and a heads up about this video where we are going to be in the cultural center at White Shield, and the three people who are going to be involved here is Dancing Eagle, who will be the main speaker, and he is introducing all the information to us, as well as they're all drumming, they're going to be singing. This is John Melanor and Elk Looking Back and Dancing Eagle, and Roy Packineau, who is the husband of Jackie, is our guide, and he's been so wonderful helping us to get information and to have this beautiful presentation. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. This is Navajo Grandma.
We'll sing a few of their songs. We still maintain those songs. We still sing those songs during Memorial Day, and so maybe that'd be kind of a good place to start with. Our singing tradition here, you know, in Whitefield here, we have a lot of songs.
Whose sword is that?
This sword actually isn't from this time period. It was just kind of put in there because it actually, I think it was from Rodney Holland, what's his name? He's from here. But he said, I had this sword that, I can't remember where he picked it up from, but he kind of wanted to put it in there just to kind of, but that sword is not, doesn't go at the same time frame, so it's just kind of more of a
symbol.
Symbol, yeah. But one of the things that like I said, we still have our tradition, and a lot of the scout songs that a lot of the scouts that went over there, a few of them have songs that were composed by people from here, and you saw the dates on the 1876 around that time. So we had a lot of scouts going over there, and one of the songs that we'll sing for you is we'll sing Bloody Knife song. So he's the guy, the second from above the TV there with cap on.
Wow.
And he was supposedly Custer's favorite scout. And so in his song, you talk about like him not being afraid, and he tells the truth, like he's truthful, that he's not afraid, and that he's here. And that's kind of what the song says. Then there's another one where it's kind of a cool one because it talks about his name is Bear Trail.
Oh.
And his song is he's one of the scouts that didn't make it back from that Battle of Little Bighorn.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about him is that his horse made it all the way back. So
I've heard that.
Yeah, so his horse came all the way back on its own from the battle, and when it got here, they composed a song kind of commemorating him and his horse for coming back. So a lot of these like scouts, a lot of Indian tribes anyways are one of the main things is going to war, on the war trail to prove yourself, to allow yourself to prove yourself as a man and become kind of somebody in the community, so that we have high regard for a lot of these our veterans or stuff like that, so there's a pretty storied history with like the scouts. It's pretty interesting how that whole thing unfolded. But so we'll sing some of the songs. Elk, there's John Melanor here in the blue, our brother Elk Looking Back over here, and so we'll sing a few of those scout songs. And so the other one we have a song for Custer himself. Jess was his name. They called him Long Hair. That's what the Arikaras called him, Long Hair. Jess.
Say it again.
Jess.
Oh.
Jess. Yeah, that means long hair. And so it's if you know the history, it's like how kind of important that is, and how we as people honor people in the military, different things like that. And so even in the song, his song says, you're the reason that we're being lonely here. Somebody died or whatever. So it kind of tells like how much they kind of regarded the service and their time in service, that type of thing. So he was he must have been a notable figure for the for the Arikara during that time period, you know. So, and of course, like, you know, you break up the history in a bunch of different time periods. We're doing different things. You have, you know, it's just an ongoing saga of a lot of things that happen to a lot of Native tribes.
Yeah.
A lot of things. And everyone is kind of cool and special in their own way, and a lot of tragedy, and a lot of different things like that. So we'll sing a few songs for you. Kind of give us a few minutes here to go over it a little bit, and then we'll explain a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can like feel if you want.
Oh, look at this! Wait, real quick. Is this Is this their headgear?
Like there was.
Is that the traditional?
This one here, yeah. So like a lot of them are based off of, like, you can see up there. There's this guy wearing a buffalo hat, and there wasn't one. You know, they used just whatever animals and different things that had significance for them during that time, and you know, like everything, like, you know, everything that you would see on their regalia has meaning to it usually. You know, it's earned in some way. It's significant in some way to show like what they've done, their war deeds, different things like that.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we'll leave you alone.
Okay.
Oh, just beautiful. Yes. Oh, look at this eagle. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
A lot of our displays, I work on displays here, and a lot of our displays are kind of empty. We took them to Newtown, to that. They're having that interpretive center, the grand opening this week. So you'll see that as well.
But yeah, it's true. That's true. Oh my gosh, look at that. Big.
Wow.
Home of the Arikara.
We were just talking about just earlier this morning. We had a drum, so we sing a lot of different songs. Here in White Shoal, we have like a lot of the military songs. We have the scout songs, one for every branch of the military. We were the first post, I believe, post number 1, and they invited us to go out to the what was his name? Ira Hayes Memorial Parade that they have every February. So we went down there the past maybe 5-6 years and sang some of our military songs, and we're in the parade, different things like that. And so like even like I remember my grandpa telling me like the drum, like we sing with the drum now, but he said during these lodge ceremonies it was just a rolled up hide, and they would just beat on the hide, you know. See how things kind of evolved over the years and different things like that. But like I said, one of the kind of prominent moments in our history is when we fought alongside the cavalry, and the reason for that was that we were withered down to 500 people, and in order to stay alive, in order to you had all these of our young men enlisting into the army to get the pay from the army. So so they were trying to take care of their families. The other warring enemy tribes, the Dakota, Lakota people were kind of the enemies of the Arikara at that time, and we were outnumbered by then, you know. So we were trying to maintain, we were trying to stay alive.
Right.
And they went over the Little Bighorn, and that's when the Lakota landed the Arapaho, I think Cheyenne, different tribes, and then so they wiped out General George Armstrong Custer's 7th Cavalry, and so even that's a whole story there. But it's kind of cool. When you go to Montana, you can see where they have their park, and there's a big trail that goes through, and it has like where I can't remember which scouts. They have placards kind of like along that trail where they kind of fell or whatever. The whole fight, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, when they're all falling through the
so they kind of do the whole 9 yards over there. It's pretty cool. But to know that we kind of have a piece of history that we still practice today, and like one of the songs that we're gonna sing right here is the Custer song. So we'll sing his song, and like I said, Jess was his name, and what his song basically says is, "You're the reason that I'm alone now," because he must have passed away, and so they kind of made a song to kind of commemorate him or whatever. So we'll sing that song, and we'll sing a few other songs for you.
Beautiful, yes.
Oh
Custer song right there, and like I said, just you're the reason that we're really lonely. That's kind of this what his song is saying. Bloody Night.
Beautiful.
How about the bear trail? I'm just waiting for you right now. Bear Trail, this one we're talking about, where his horse comes back, and it was a pinto horse. Kasha, they say Kasha Waki, Skana Witawisu means that his horse came back. And Gunu Khatuna was his name, Bear Trail, and he didn't come back. Gunu Kiwisa, he didn't make it back. So that's kind of what that song says. So whenever the battle took place and he fell, then his horse came back. And I was just talking with one of our elders, like maybe about 2 weeks ago, and she said they actually have that horse. His name was Comanche, she said, but then they have it in Kansas in a museum down there. So I didn't know that.
Whoa!
But they must have that horse. It was a pinto horse that made all the way back from the battle there. So that's kind of what a lot of our songs, when they're being sung or they're being sung, like there's hundreds of personal songs where they talk about, some of our, maybe we'll sing like the Vietnam veteran song, maybe. Sing that one, that's a good one. But they talk about like something that happened in the battle. And if you can imagine them coming back from battle, and when they would come back from battle, they would have these victory dances. And then after, they would tell everybody what happened, and these songs would be made out of their kind of exploits and different things like that. So each of the songs were like pretty, they were like stories within themselves, like reminders of like, what did this guy do? This is what he did. And so that one was talking about Berthold and his, what happened to him. And there's some other ones, like the one we'll sing the Vietnam veteran song. Like I said, we have a song pretty much for every branch of the military. And the Vietnam veteran is talking about his boy. I think Berthold is the one that composed that song. He's passed on now, but he composed the song a while back, and he's talking about my boy. He went to Vietnam, and in front of everybody, he hit the enemy. So if you can think of like, you talk about counting crew, it was kind of more of an honor to go hit your enemy and then make it back out of there, than to actually kill him. But and that's what our Vietnam veteran song says, is that he went over there and he struck the enemy in front of everyone. And so like, when you hear these songs, it's kind of like, you think about that, so you don't forget. And if maybe Roy can kind of clue you in, it's like our veterans, we really revere our veterans here at Fort Berthold, all of our tribes here, and we try to take care of them. And through these songs is one way that we do that. Is when somebody comes back from the military, we'll sing these songs. Maybe there's an army song that we'll sing. Somebody comes back, and we bring them out in front of everybody, and we try to honor them that way. So that's kind of our tradition. It goes way back, like how we were as a young man. That it was our way to like signify that you were a man, and these are the things that you did because ultimately you were going to come back and serve your people somehow, as a warrior. So that was kind of a big thing, and I don't know if you know that or not, but natives have per capita the most people that enlisted into the services. So that's one of the reasons, that it was kind of our way, it was our culture, and so we enlisted. So we'll sing the Vietnam veteran song so you can hear one of the brag songs.
Thank you. beautiful. Thank you. Oh, it's such an honor. I'm going to cry. I know I'm going to cry. Thank you so much. And in Navajo, you say, "Ahya, ahya," with all my heart. And it's such an honor that you guys would do this for. I'm Navajo Grandma on YouTube. And I have a lot of people who love the Native culture. And in this time when there's disruption in our lives because of this sickness, that they are trying to seek out, looking at the government and saying, what's happened here? You've allowed this to happen. And they're seeking Native ways. And, I'm teaching them how to survive, because that's what we did. That's what they did. They survived with what they could. And they lived off the land. And this is what I'm teaching them. And just like you're doing. And to retain our ancestral ways, not only in writing our histories, but singing what you just did. And this is such an honor. Thank you so much. So how do you say thank you in Arikara? Say that again. Yeah, well, I've got a lot of in my Navajo too.
The short way is goshte.
Goshte. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's kind of, thank you. Thank you so much.
Her father was a Navajo code talker in World War II. Do you have any songs for them?
For World War II?
Code talkers. Well, they would, because we had code talkers from all the tribes too. It wasn't just the Navajo, the Dene. That's one thing I hope people understand, that it just wasn't us.
Sometimes whenever there were some veterans, and a lot of probably now a lot of the World War II veterans are, there's probably only a few around.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a World War II veteran, and whenever they had an honoring for like a person like that, or maybe a memorial or something,
Yeah.
They would usually sing their song, or they would sing like somebody from that period, maybe their song.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sing my grandpa's song. His name was Nuta, Snake Coming. He was in World War II. So we'll sing that kind of a song to, he wanted to hear a World War II song. So
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
grandma is.
Yeah.
I want you to go to school at one of those other schools, and you can't go to your grandma. That's where I got shipped out.
So can you introduce yourself one time?
Yeah, my name is John Malnori,
Uh-huh.
and I'm originally from here in White Shield.
And you're Arikara?
I'm Arikara, Hiradza, and Cochiti Pueblo.
Oh, a Pueblo up here.
Yeah, my mother's Cochiti Pueblo.
Oh, and that's from
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yep.
Thumbs up, man. And then you are the baby brother?
Hello, I'm the oldest out of my siblings. My name's Elk Looking Back. I am Arikara and Yankton Sioux.
Oh, beautiful.
My mom's from Marty, South Dakota. My dad's from here.
That is awesome. And then you?
Kudarka netkastaka ahira. Wedatni nakawi natsudaga. From my name is Dancing Eagle, and I live here in White Shield. And like my brother said, my dad is from here. He's an Arikara.
Yeah.
His name is Glenn Perkins, and my mom's name is Luann Perkins. She was from Marty, Ihunktawa, down there in Marty, Yankton Sioux. So we're kind of half Arikara and half Sioux. So
How cool is that? So, and then how do you fit in all this?
I'm from here. I'm pretty much older than all these. I remember this guy when he was just a youngster. We go back. I mean, geez, we're still all family.
Yeah.
Just one of the older generation.
See, that's what I love about being Native. You can joke and have such fun. Just like,
many secrets.
Is it Digger or Digga? What was her name? What's it? Digga.
Dolores White.
Yeah,
Dolores,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're talking digger.
Yeah.
She was so hilarious to talk to. Just fun. She says, "Oh, I could dance up a storm for you."
Yeah, you can check her on that YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll
So,
see.
And I will. Oh, I just will honor you. Wow, you guys.
She's coming back though.
Yeah, and I'm going to go camping and go in the powwow, the partial powwow, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Because all the powwows are closed, they just don't want to. And I can understand why, but it's about time we all are better. And did you guys get your shots?
Oh, yeah. Vaccinated.
Yeah, so everybody's disease-free, maybe.
I was joking with Madonna Azure
yeah.
at the old White Shield School. I remember I said, "Do you remember when we got our shots?" And I said, I was just a little guy. And he took us to the gymnasium, lined us up like sheep. Had that big gun and the booster shots. Everybody
Yeah.
got it. I said, "Geez, we're a bunch of lab rats all day." Oh, just, yeah, that mark, everybody's got that mark.
Still there.
I know this last couple of days they had a meeting here, and they were going to cancel the White Shield powwow, that annual powwow we have here. But it'd be the second weekend in July. They're going to have a one-day powwow, and that's going to be on Saturday.
This is Navajo Grandma, and I want to thank the three nations, the Mandan, Hidatsa, and the Arikara Nation for all of the wonderful things that we've seen. I mean, especially the three singers who are, again, Dancing Eagle, Elk Looking Back, and Mr. Melnor, and especially Roy Packineau again. And I want to say my thanks with all my heart. They were so wonderful. It was so impromptu, and they were just right there ready to help and to serve. Thank you so much. And this is Navajo Grandma signing off, and looking forward to you enjoying other videos. Subscribe and keep watching. Love you.